Let me tell you something before we start. If you're watching this video right now, I want you to pause for just a second, look at where you are in life. Think about what you've lost, what you've gained, and what still hurts when you close your eyes at night, because by the time you reach the end of this story, you'll understand why I say, learn the laws of life before life teaches them the hard way. And hey, if this story hits you even a little, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and join this family of people trying to rebuild their lives one honest story at a time. I was 25 when I thought I had it all figured out. I had a decent job, a small circle of friends, and a long list of dreams I planned to chase someday. But the truth? I was lost. The kind of lost you don't even realize until it's too late. I used to laugh when older people said, "Life will teach you." I thought I was smarter than mistakes, stronger than heartbreak, and luckier than failure. I wasn't. It started small. I began ignoring the people who mattered most. My mother would call, and I'd let it ring. My best friend needed help moving apartments, and I made an excuse. My girlfriend, Aisha, used to tell me, "You're here, but not really here." I'd roll my eyes. I thought love, family, and friendship were things that would always wait for me. But life doesn't wait. It walks on, with or without you. Then one day, everything came crashing down. I lost my job because I thought showing up late and overconfident was cool. My girlfriend left saying she was tired of feeling invisible, and the day after she walked out, my mother fell sick. I sat alone in a cold hospital corridor that smelled like disinfectant and regret, realizing I had no one to blame but myself. That night, while sitting on a cracked bench outside the hospital, I pulled out a small notebook. I wrote at the top, 100 laws of life, so you don't screw up your life like I did. It wasn't a plan, it was survival. Each law came from pain, from lessons that burned too deep to forget. Law first. Never take time for granted. We always think we'll have another tomorrow, another chance to apologize, another chance to call back, another chance to try again. But I learned that later is a thief. It steals opportunities before you even realize they were yours. Law second, if someone loves you, show up. When my mother finally came home from the hospital, she looked weaker but smiled the same way she did when I was a child. I realized love doesn't need luxury. It needs presence. Sometimes just showing up is the loudest way to say, I care. Law third, don't chase money, chase meaning. I used to think a job title defined success. But after losing it all, I realized real success is waking up and feeling peace in your chest. Money can fill your wallet, but meaning fills your heart. Law fourth, learn to forgive yourself. For months, I carried guilt like a second skin. But one night, staring at that notebook, I wrote something that changed everything. You can't rebuild your life while living in the ruins of your past. That was the night I stopped punishing myself and started fixing what I'd broken. Law fifth, consistency beats motivation. I began waking up early, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. I'd go for long walks, breathe, and write. Motivation fades, but discipline, that's what carries you through the storm. As days turned into months, my notebook filled up. Every page carried a scar, a truth, a reflection. Some were short, like Law 18th, don't argue to win, argue to understand. Law 27th, people remember how you made them feel, not what you said. Law 41st, learn to sit alone without feeling lonely. Law 56, the right people don't need you to pretend. Law 73rd, protect your peace like it's gold. Law 99th, never let your failures define your worth. Each law became a step out of the darkness, and slowly my life began to change. I got a new job, not glamorous, but stable. I started spending my evenings helping at a youth center, sharing bits of my story with teenagers who reminded me too much of my younger self. Overconfident, distracted, careless with time. At first they laughed, but when I told them about losing my mom's health, my relationship, and my peace of mind, the room went quiet. That silence told me something powerful. Pain speaks the same language no matter who you are. One day, one of the boys, Jamal, came up to me and said, "Sir, I started writing my own laws." I smiled because in that moment I realized the point of pain isn't to destroy you, it's to shape you into someone who can guide others. I remember coming home that night, sitting at my desk, flipping through my now tattered notebook. Page after page, I saw my transformation written in ink. I wasn't the same person anymore. I wasn't lost. I was learning. I wasn't broken. I was rebuilding. And then I reached Law 100th. It was blank. I never wrote it down because I wanted life to fill it in for me. But tonight, if you're listening, I think I finally know what it means. Law 100th, share your story. It could be someone else's lifeline. So that's what I'm doing right now, sharing mine, because I wasted too many years pretending I was okay, too many moments thinking I was invincible. Don't make the same mistake. You don't have to lose everything to start valuing what you have. You don't have to hit rock bottom to rise up. Sometimes, all it takes is one honest look in the mirror and the courage to say, enough. If you're struggling with regret, failure, heartbreak, or just that quiet emptiness that follows you around, remember this. Life isn't about avoiding pain. It's about learning through it. Every mistake carries a message. Every setback hides a seed of strength, and every ending is just life clearing space for a new beginning. In the end, I didn't just write down 100 laws. I lived them, I breathed them, and now I share them, not as a teacher, but as a survivor. Because the truth is, I screwed up my life in more ways than I can count. But I also rebuilt it, one small law at a time. So before you scroll away, before you forget this story and move on, I want you to do something for yourself. Pick up a pen tonight. Write your first law of life. Maybe it's about forgiveness. Maybe it's about courage. Maybe it's about learning to love yourself again. Whatever it is, make it yours. That's where healing begins. And if this story touched even a corner of your heart, don't leave without liking this video. Hit subscribe, not just for me, but for yourself. Because every week, we'll keep building this space where stories turn into lessons and mistakes turn into hope. Remember, my friend, you don't have to screw your life up to learn from it. You can start right now, right here, by choosing to live differently. Because life isn't about the 100 laws written in a notebook. It's about the one law that matters most.